Welcome to the continuation of the series of discussion of Figma plugins. We are going to talk about continue from where we stopped. We've done autoflow, we've done block, we've done brand fetch. So we're going to continue discussing from chat. So when you see something like this, you are going to show you how I'm going to show you how you can get something like this for your designs. Maybe you are designing dashboard and you need charts, bar charts, scatter charts, and maybe pie charts or any diagram that can display your values. So let's get to it. This is an already formed one. So let me remove it so that you can work and see how we can create something like that. So what we will do is, let's say we have a frame. Uh, we are designing a dashboard. So I won't go into details of how I get all these shapes, but let's assume we are designing a dashboard for company. So now we want to get our, let's say we want to get our diagrams in to show maybe how much sales that has been done in the week, to how many people that came to the stores, or anything that we want to show. We Now what we do is we'll just right click, you go to plugin. Now you look for, you install this plugin called charts. Once you install this plugin called charts and you open it, you see options, different options. We have line charts, we have scatters charts, we have area. If you want to display area using display information using area, we have bar charts, and we have pie or donut chart. Now in these different types of charts, you can hide grid, you can show grid, you can hide the dots, you can show the dots. You can also use local color styles that you are using, that you have here. So this is document color styles. We have personal color styles, so you can use them, or you can still change them when you import them. So import as a vector, so you can choose how many data points that you are. This is 10 data points, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. So depending on what you are trying to represent, it may be time, it may be amount, it may be anything. Then also you can have your data range. So it depends on where you want your data to start from. That's where you set your data range. Then start, then for end, it ends at 1000. So it starts as at 1 and ends as 1000. So if you want it to be from 0, so depending on the information you want to show to your users, that's actually how you start. If you want this to be in 10,000, add one more zero, it plus the graph that you can use for your design. What you just need to do is, if you don't want it to be two, if you just want it to be only one information displaying at a time, you can just select add one here. It plus it for you. Then just click add chart. Now once you click add chart, it adds it as a chart. So let me put this in. So once it adds it as a chart, you can position it So let me go to the, I'll press K on my keyboard to bring out the scale tool. So you can scale and add it to your design. Then you can name this anything you want. Let's say um, days, and let's call this uh, quantity. So let's make this 90 degrees. So voila, we've gotten it. You can change the colors of this. If you don't like the colors of this particular, uh, you can change the color. If you don't like the colors of the line, you can change it to red. Anything that suits your brand color. So that's for this particular type of charts. There are many other particular type of charts. Let me just show briefly, or maybe one or two of them. So let's say you want a bar chart. Let's use bar chart. So you can run last plugin by using command shift P, or you use control shift P to run the last plugin, or you can go back and click charts. So when you open it up, you can select any of these representation that you want. Let's select bar chart, and we want it to be 3 information displayed. I want it to have a data range of 200, then data range end of 200, and data points to be 5. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll just add the chart, press K to open up the scale tool. So I'll just scale and bring it in. It's still out. Okay, it has entered the desktop frame. So something like this, I can now label them, the y and x axis. Let me do one more to show you how you can use it. I know you've gotten the idea of how you can use it. What I'm doing now, I'm just dragging out with holding Alt and dragging out. So let's do pie chart. Pie chart is also often known, is an easy representation of information. So when you have this pie or donut chart, you can select whether you want it to be a donut or a pie. So if you want it to be a donut, that means it will have opening inside. Let's say you have 60. 60 is too much. Let's say you have 10. So it's not advisable to use this kind of representation. So um, when you have this, you can choose the number of segments you have. You can choose 5, you can choose 4, depending on the information that you are showing. You can also change these numbers when you have already added it to your work. So let's say this, sorry. Then be mindful of not pulling it out of its position, because when you pull it out of its frame, when you pull it out of its frame, um, okay, no problem. We've already pulled it out of its frame, so let's delete this frame. So you press the K, maybe to scale it up. Now you can change this. Can change this each of them to whatever you want it to be. Maybe you want it to be um, trailer. You can change it to be a trailer or whatever. You want to change each of the shapes to have different colors. You can do that. You can represent them with different colors. You can change their colors and give them different values. So that's basically it. This is a very simple but yet powerful plugin. Although you can create this on your own to give you a different feel. Maybe on a later tutorial, later video, I'll show you how you can create this. Then don't forget to name your layers as you create them, so that they will be easier for you to know. That's it for charts. Then what about content body? Content body is an awesome tool. Let's say you have a design already. Let's say you have something like this. Now what you want to do is, let's say you have this this particular word that you want to change. You made a mistake, you wanted to write talent and you wrote talent, and you have to change it across board, across all the designs that you've made already, and you don't know where most of them appeared, and you don't want to start changing them one by one. What you just do is run this plugin content body. When you run this plugin content body, it will be very easy for you to search. Now there are only three types of uh, uh, words or that are here: the number and the two words. So if you want to change this, you just click it. Everywhere that it appeared, you can replace it with, let's say, the correct spelling of talent. So watch what happens. It replaces every single place that. Okay, okay. I think, because I selected this frame, let me run it again. Okay, so what happens is it selects it per frame. So you can change it when you have a bigger project. You can change wherever it appears on that particular frame. Let's say, okay, let's make a very good example. Let's run the last plugin. Let's change this thank you, so that we can see how all of them changes. So let's change it to welcome. So you see what happens. Changes every welcome to. Now if you want it to be in all caps, you can still write it in all caps, and it changes to all caps. So this is a very sweet plugin to work with, and we will enjoy using them to easily change our details when we want to do them. Now for Figmoji, you can see already what I've done with it. You want to add emoji, you want to add life to your designs. You want to make sure that these emojis bring life to your designs. Now what you just need to do is a very simple plugin. You want to get flags. Maybe you're designing a thing for a fintech, and you want to get flags of different nations. What you are going to do is, um, what you are going to do, just select the plugin Figmoji, in short for Figma emojis. Then you have them here. So you can have flags. These flags is where you see different countries. Um, let's say you want to design for, let's see which country. Which country can I find? Yeah, I know most countries. I'm looking for, testing my knowledge. Let's say, um, is this India? I think there is India. Um, You can correct me if I'm wrong, please. Um, okay, so when you get this, you can customize it the way you want. You can play around with it. But the most important thing is that these what you can get out from these emojis. You can add smileys. Just click on them and it appears vectorized. You can change the colors. Maybe you don't like the colors. You can change it to whatever color you want and make them the way you want them to look. Customize them. That's the beauty of this uh, Figmoji. I love it very well. So that's it for Figmoji. We're going to do one last one. Iconify. Yeah, I did this. I've already done. I did a little thing on this, but this is actually my most used plugin, if I could say, because it's easier for me to get icons, any icons at all. It has wide range of icons. Both, in fact, before I say too much, let me just show you. If you get Iconify plugin, install it, then you run it, you you see there are different sets. You have the material design, you have the goggled material icons, you have box icons, you have iron icons, you have font awesome icons, you have Varden icons. There are so many. So whatever one you want to choose, you can go and search for any of the icons and you get them. But it's very nice that you search for your icons. Maybe let's say you want to add Facebook icon to your footer. Actually, why I made this little design here. Um, you see different. It pulls from different sources. So you can select, let's say this, and you see the size. It's 24 by 24. So when you import, it's the beauty of this is it doesn't close this. So you can actually import different icons. Let's say you want Twitter. Let's look for 24 by 24. It's 20 by 20. You are seeing this thing changing. Yeah, 24 by 24. So let's import this. Let's import one more. Let's import LinkedIn. So let's choose this 24 by 24 import. Now they are all SVGs. They are all SVGs in your design. So what you just have to do, I like using this. Or you just put them apart. Let's put them apart. Then you can tidy them up. And change the color to white because I want to put them here. So that's as simple as it can get. You can explore and tell me what you have, what you notice from it in the comment section. I'll be glad to. And any question that you have on any of the plugins, I'll be glad to answer that. Maybe later I can show you how I got this particular Figma design. It's quite simple. It's quite easy. Uh, so that will be it. Then I'm going to publish a new set of plugins that I'm going to deal with. I'm going to publish a new set of plugins that I'm going to deal with, and those new set of plugins. Okay, I've not done image palettes, lottifiers, and material design icons. Those I've touched some of it in this iconify that I talked about, but we are still going to touch them more, and we are still going to do uh, uh, more of the plugins. So thank you very much for your time, for watching. Please do subscribe and like the video, and also you can share with your friends and turn on your notifications. More videos are coming. Thank you. Keep watching.